And good morning, Gales. I'm Rocky DePaolo, joined by our host, Johnny Diaz. Now, Johnny, today we're going to talk about the Knicks.
Let's talk about the Knicks. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, don't they seem like the Kardashians of the NBA in a way?
Yeah, they have a lot of money, but don't know what to do with it. And they're spending it on the wrong reasons, and they just need to get players. They need to get players.
Well, they got Robin Lopez.
That's a great
It's a
fit.
start, but
Matter of fact, Robin Lopez is a great fit because that's a type of player that could get rebounds, good at defense, and he's also played with LaMarcus Aldridge, so he has experience within the game itself. Um, that's they need that. They need that.
plus, what do you call it though? For I guess in a way, on a publicity
Mm.
standpoint, he gets to go up against his brother 4 times a year. I mean,
Mhm.
Brooke in the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, that's gonna be a good game right there.
It
Talk
should,
about the
yeah,
battle of
brother versus brother.
battle of New York. What better way to have twins go against each other?
Should be intriguing. And now let's get into Phil Jackson though. Do you
Mm.
think he has a plan? Is his plan working? Yes, no, maybe.
Um, you got to think about okay, when he went with the Bulls, he had an opportunity with Jordan
And Pippen.
and Pippen. When he went with the Lakers, he had an opportunity with only Kobe. Then they got Shaq in '99. Oh no, it was in '98.
I think Shaq
Yeah.
and Kobe were there, and then Phil came in.
Are you sure?
I think
No,
so. Yeah,
no. I think he
'cause
was. It was like a year without him, and
Came in the 1999-2000
yeah.
season.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, but they got him off season though. They got him off season. So and then that
But
first year, yeah,
he was still there though.
yeah,
Kobe and Shaq were still there.
yeah. So I mean, he's had players, but now he goes to the Knicks and it's just Melo. Like you have to find that other role player that can do their job.
Plus, I think people question Melo's
Mm-hmm.
leadership.
Mm-hmm.
As a player and probably as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, "Oh, he can't lead a team. He's not a leader. He's not that. He's not fit for that role."
Yeah.
Uh, you know.
I mean, yeah, a leader's supposed to go out of their way to teach the younger players how to be good players. You know, Kobe does that. Jordan does that. It's competition. You know,
Tim Duncan in
Tim
the Spurs.
Duncan, yeah, Tim Duncan of the Spurs. I mean, you have to be that that real model. There's a difference between a role model and a real model. A role model is just someone that does what they have to do.
They do the right thing.
They do the right thing, but they won't help other people. That's a role model. They stick to what they know. A real model knows what they're doing, but they also teach a person how to play and
But
to
in a way,
get
role
better.
models teach. They lead.
And
Their
lead,
actions speak louder than their words,
yeah,
basically, and someone that they look up to.
yeah, but I think a real model is even more in depth. That they go beyond than just a little bit.
I'm gonna have to just disagree with you on that one. I
Oh,
think role models, they can lead by example. They lead by
they lead,
example.
you said it right there. They lead by example, but did they go out of their own way to teach other people, one individually?
Some are willing to do that, not all.
There's plenty of people in this world that they look up to. That look up to them. A real model goes in depth.
Well,
We'll talk about it after.
I know Charles Barkley in his old Nike commercial proclaimed that he wasn't a role model. So
Yeah. So, but yeah, the Knicks they have plenty of stuff to do. I mean, so does Brooklyn. It's just New York in general. They have to get
well,
players.
Brooklyn's in a better position than the Knicks,
Yeah,
hands down.
yeah. They have a lot of young players. So they got out Kevin Garnett. They got out Paul Pierce. They got out
Darren Williams.
Darren Williams.
Well, that whole
Oh,
KG Paul Pierce experiment just
yeah.
imploded. So
Deron Williams needed to be out for a long time. I mean, he did not live up to his expectations. He's never been good since Utah.
he's a cancer in the locker room. There's nothing else to say about the guy. The
No.
guy can play. He showed some flashes during
Mhm.
his tenure with the Nets, but the guy is just a cancer to the locker room. He's a detriment.
Yeah.
He's the reason why the great Jerry Salone, the coach for the Utah Jazz for so many years, got
Mhm.
fired.
Yeah, that's true. And watch, I guarantee you, Deron Williams is gonna kill it in Dallas. He's gonna be a great player.
Well,
Watch.
that's his hometown, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his hometown. So
So maybe he and Dirk can take over.
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they they need to do something. The Knicks. I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about them because it's just mellow.
Yeah.
Who else do they have? They got Aaron Afello. He's a great player. He
They
does what
got
he has to do. Good shooter.
Porzingis, who's an enigma at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, he
th-
showed some flashes in the summer league, but
mhm.
let's see if that can translate to the regular season and an NBA season.
They could have got better players. That's ridiculous. They could have got way.
They booed him, and they booed him. The Knicks
Mm,
fans on draft night booed him.
yeah, because you know what? You know what's funny? The Knicks choose players either it's their name is hard to pronounce or they're just a 1 year bust.
A 1 year wonder. Like they
Yeah,
do well for 1 year, and then
yeah,
they just fade
and then
out.
that's it. Then it's history from there. You know, so they have to. And you know what messed them up is getting Melo and Amari Stoudemire to not get.
Signing Melo to
Mm,
that long-term contract
mm,
in the summer, not this summer, but the summer
Something
before.
before that.
Because I think if Melo wanted to win a championship, he should have went to the Bulls.
Yeah. Oh, if he would have went to the Bulls, my goodness,
They probably would have been in the NBA Finals this past year, not the Cavs.
absolutely. And I think he regrets that.
And his coach, his coach at Syracuse, Jim Boeheim, even said Melo should have went to the Bulls.
Yeah, should have went to the Bulls. That would have been a great pickup. Imagine Derrick Rose, Jimmy
Rose,
Butler.
Butler, Melo,
Uh-huh.
Joakim Noah, and Dunleavy.
Mhm. That's ridiculous.
But we'll find out what happens
Mm.
this upcoming season for the Knicks.
Yeah, hopefully something for them. They need a miracle.
Otherwise, they'll be in the top 5 again in the
If we're not
NBA lottery,
yeah.
NBA draft.
And then might not even be able to get the first pick again.
Well, I'm Rocky DePaula. He's Johnny Diaz. Have a great day, Gales.